Hi first graders, welcome back to reading class. Today is Thursday, October 15th, 2020. Our objective says today I will be able to retell text in ways that maintain meaning. And we've talked about this a lot. When we're retelling text, we're trying to get across the order of everything that happened after it's already happened. So here's our little girl in a Zoom meeting, and she's telling about a time where she went to the park. First, I got in the car. Next, I rode to the park. Then I ran to the playground, and last, I slid down the slide. She's keeping the meaning the same by putting things in order. And so some of the books we've retold are The Bad Seed, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and Trick or Treat. These are all books with made-up characters. Mice really don't wear overalls and eat cookies, so we call these books fiction. All of these are fake. They're just fun stories that we like to read. Now there are also books called nonfiction books, and nonfiction is the opposite of fiction. So instead of fake made-up stuff, this is going to be real stuff that's actually happened and it's written down in books. So we're going to be looking, instead of just at sequence like we do in the fiction books, we were talking mainly about keeping things in order. First, this is what happened in the story. Next, this is what happened. And that's important for stories because if you get the story out of order, the story's messed up. Like if you give a mouse a cookie, if you just said at the beginning, first he got his cookie, then there's no story. So in fiction books, sequence is very important. In our nonfiction books, the information is what's most important. So in the information, let me move my picture. For example, if the little girl that we've been talking about, if she said, I went on a trip to the park, there was a slide. She's giving us true, real information. But if she said, I went on an airplane, there was a slide there, that's not really true. She's kind of changing her information, and that's not correct. So what's important is that we get the topic and the facts down. So I said topic and facts. In stories, we talk a lot about details, but informational texts, which are nonfiction, we're talking about real, true facts. So I highlighted these parts of the sentence that she was saying. I went on a trip to the park. The whole topic that the girl is talking about is a park. Now, the topic doesn't change throughout the whole time she's talking. It's all about her going to the park. What does change are the facts. There was a slide. She rode a car to get there. The facts can all be different things, but they're all about the topic. So that's why I put the topic at the top and the facts below, because they can be different, but they're all about the topic. Okay, so I showed you this book, and this is a nonfiction book. That means it's really, really true. And it's called On the Moon. And so I'm kind of thinking in my mind, when I see the cover of this book, I think that this is probably the topic. The whole book is probably going to be talking about what it's like on the moon. So that's giving me a clue. But let's read so we can find out. The moon seems far away from Earth. It is the closest thing to Earth in space, though. The moon goes around the Earth. It looks different every night. So you know what? I was correct. The book is still talking about the moon. So the moon must be my topic, because the topic is the same on every page. Now what might change are the facts. So the facts are the true things that the book is telling me. The book is telling me the moon seems far away. The moon goes around the Earth. Those are true things. What is it like on the moon? The moon has many craters. Rocks fly through space, hit the moon, and create craters. So what does the moon have? Craters. That's a fact about the moon. The moon has less gravity than Earth. People can jump high on the moon. The moon has almost no air. People cannot breathe on the moon. Lots of facts, lots of information that I'm getting right now. So I want you to think, what is one piece of information, one fact that you would take from these pages? The moon has less gravity than Earth. People can jump high on the moon. The moon has almost no air. People cannot breathe on the moon. You can say the moon has less gravity, that's a fact. Or you can also say the moon has almost no air, that's also a fact. The moon has almost no water. People cannot drink the water on the moon. The moon has very hot and very cold sides. People cannot live on the moon. Again, more facts, but you can just pull out whatever fact that jumps out to you the most. And I like the one that says people cannot live on the moon. That's information that I'm learning right now. People have gone to the moon. Each person wore a special suit to protect him. Look, they left footprints, a flag, and a spaceship. So I learned people cannot live on the moon, but some people have gone and visited the moon. So they need a suit to protect them. Very interesting. So that's another fact. People have gone to the moon. So again, we see the whole story was about the moon, right? So that's our topic, and then we picked out lots of facts. Yes, so the topic was the moon. And your assignment is going to be on Google Forms, and I'm going to give you some short stories on there, and I want you to tell me what the topic is and what the facts are. So the topic is the same on every page. That whole story was talking about what? The moon. Good. And then the facts can be different on every page because it's new information. Great. So when we're retelling those nonfiction stories, we're focusing more on the information instead of the order. So we're talking about the topics and the facts. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.